Get ready for an explosive night of UFC action as UFC 323 arrives in Las Vegas, bringing with it a pair of highly anticipated championship bouts that will keep you on the edge of your seat. In the main event, UFC bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili, fresh off 3 successful title defenses in a single year, steps back into the octagon to face his former rival, the formidable Petr Yan, ranked second in the division. This highly anticipated rematch promises to be a thrilling display of skill and determination. But that's not all. The co-main event showcases UFC flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja, who aims to defend his title for the 5th time against the top-ranked contender Joshua Van. With both champions seeking to solidify their legacies, this card is shaping up to be an unforgettable night of MMA action. Mark your calendars for Saturday, December 6th, as UFC 323 takes over the T-Mobile Arena. The early prelims kick off at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. PT, followed by the prelims at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. PT. And the main card goes live on PPV at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. PT. Don't miss a single moment of this historic event. How to watch UFC 323. For those eager to catch all the action, head over to the official UFC website, https://www.ufc.com/ppv, to learn how you can stream UFC 323 in your country and order the PPV. Live results, fight recaps, and backstage interviews. This page will be your go-to source for all the latest updates, official results, fight recaps, and post-fight interviews throughout the event. Stay tuned for real-time coverage. Now let's dive into the preliminary fights that set the stage for this epic night of UFC action. Brunno Ferreira versus Marvin Vettori. In a hard-fought battle, Brunno Ferreira, known as the Hulk, showcased his determination and skill, outworking former title challenger Marvin Vettori over 3 intense rounds. Despite Vettori's moments of brilliance, Ferreira's consistent counters and powerful strikes earned him the unanimous decision victory, improving his UFC record to 6-2 and moving closer to a top 15 ranking. Jalin Turner versus Edson Barboza. Jalin Turner, returning from a sabbatical, made a furious comeback, dominating Edson Barboza from the opening bell. The Tarantula cut Barboza early on with a precise elbow, never allowing him to settle into the fight. Turner's measured approach paid off, landing devastating blows that left Barboza staggering, ultimately securing the TKO victory in the first round. At just 30 years old, Turner's talent and size make him a force to be reckoned with in the division. Iwo Baraniewski versus Ibo Aslan. This fight was a true spectacle, a 90-second slugfest that left fans on the edge of their seats. Iwo Baraniewski and Ibo Aslan traded heavy blows, each coming close to finishing their opponent before Baraniewski landed the decisive right hand that sent Aslan crashing to the canvas. A chaotic and thrilling start to Baraniewski's UFC career, which began with a 20-second knockout win on the Contender Series. With a perfect 7-0 record and a 100% finishing rate, the Polish judoka is an exciting addition to the middleweight division. Mansur Abdul-Malik versus Antonio Trocoli. Mansur Abdul-Malik, a representative of the Dana White's Contender Series class of 24, made quick work of Antonio Trocoli, submitting him with a high elbow guillotine choke just over a minute into the first round. Abdul-Malik's aggressive approach paid off, as he closed the distance and secured the takedown, leaving Trocoli no chance to escape the modified guillotine. An impressive performance from the undefeated prospect, who has already amassed a 3-0-0-1 record inside the octagon. Mairon Santos versus Muhammad Naimov. The festivities kicked off in the featherweight division with TUF 32 winner Mairon Santos facing Muhammad Naimov. Despite missing weight on Friday, Santos dominated the early exchanges, targeting Naimov's lead leg and landing precise right hands. In the third round, Santos landed a flush right hand that dropped Hillman, prompting the stoppage. With 3 wins in 2025, the 25-year-old Brazilian remains one of the most intriguing young talents in the division, boasting a perfect 4-0 record in the UFC. Grant Dawson versus Manuel Torres. In the featured prelim, Number 13, ranked lightweight contender Grant Dawson defends his spot in the elite top 15 against the talented Nanuel Torres. Dawson, fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, aims to solidify his position, while Torres, hailing from Ciudad Madera, Chihuahua, Mexico, looks to make a statement. Don't miss UFC 323, Dvalishvili vs. Yan 2. Live from Las Vegas, Nevada on December 6, 2025. Early prelims start at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. PT, followed by the prelims and the highly anticipated main card on PPV. Stay tuned for more updates and be sure to share your thoughts and predictions in the comments. Who do you think will emerge victorious in these championship matchups? Tags, #UFC 323, #Dvalishvili Yan 2, #UFC, #MMA, #championship, #live results, #fight recaps.